You cancel plans and then spend the next 3 hours feeling terrible about it. Someone offers to help you and you immediately say, no, I'm good. You finally achieve something, and your first thought isn't celebration. It's, did I actually deserve that? And somewhere deep inside, there's this quiet voice that never shuts up. You're too much. You ask for too much. You need too much. If that just hit you in the chest, stay right here. Because what you're feeling isn't weakness. It isn't you being dramatic. And it is absolutely not the truth about who you are. There's a real reason you feel like a burden. And once you understand it, everything starts to change. Stay till the end. This one's important. Let me tell you about a guy named Marcus. Smart kid, hardworking student. Always the first one to show up when his friends needed something. But every single time someone did something nice for him, he felt deeply uncomfortable. Almost guilty. When his roommate helped him move his stuff in, Marcus apologized 4 times. When his professor offered to stay after class and help him, Marcus said, "It's okay, I don't want to waste your time." He told himself he was just being considerate. But the real truth? Marcus genuinely believed that his needs were an inconvenience to everyone around him. He didn't learn that from a class. He learned it from years of feeling like his emotions were too big, his problems too small to matter, and the people in his life always seemed too busy or too stressed to care. Sound familiar? This isn't just Marcus's story. This is millions of people walking around every single day, carrying a weight they never asked for and never deserved. Here's the psychology behind it, and I'm keeping it simple. When you're growing up, your brain is constantly trying to answer one question: is it safe for me to have needs? If the answer you got was yes, you grew up comfortable asking for help, expressing your feelings, receiving love without guilt. But if the people around you were stressed, checked out, dismissive, or emotionally unavailable, your brain learned something completely different. It learned, my needs cause problems, my emotions are too much, staying small is safer. Psychologists call this the internalized burden belief. You were not born feeling like a burden. You were taught it. Not with words, but with silence, with sighs, with not right now, with having to figure everything out alone at an age when you absolutely should not have had to. And here's the most important thing I want you to hear today. None of that was your fault. You adapted. You survived. You learned to make yourself smaller just to keep the peace. But now, that same survival skill that once protected you is quietly destroying you. This feeling doesn't stay locked in your head. It bleeds into everything. In friendships, you give endlessly, but feel awkward receiving anything. You're always first to help, always last to ask. In school, you sit confused for days rather than send one email to your professor, because asking feels like bothering someone who has better things to do. In relationships, you over-explain yourself constantly. You apologize before you've even done anything wrong. You shrink your emotions so the other person stays comfortable. In your own mind, you reread every text you send 3 times. You wonder whether people actually want you around, or if they're just putting up with you. That's what carrying an invisible weight looks like. And the worst part, the more you shrink, the lonelier you get. And the lonelier you get, the more you believe the lie that you don't belong anywhere. It's a cycle, and cycles can be broken. You don't need years of therapy to start shifting this. You need small, consistent proof that your needs are valid. Here's where you start. Step 1. Catch the thought. Next time that burden feeling shows up, pause, notice it. Don't fight it. Just name it. There it is again. Awareness is the first exit from the cycle. Step 2. Ask for one small thing every day. Ask a classmate to explain something. Ask a friend to check in on you. Order what you actually want without apologizing for it. Small asks rewire your brain's belief that needing people equals danger. Step 3. Kill the pre-apology. Remove sorry to bother you from your vocabulary completely. Replace it with, hey, quick question. The words you use shape the way you see yourself, more than you realize. Step 4. Write down one need you ignored today. Just one. You'll start to see how often you erase yourself, and that awareness creates faster change than any motivation video ever could. Step 5. Repeat this truth daily. Needing people is not weakness. It is literally how human beings are wired to survive and thrive. The most successful, confident people you look up to, they ask for help. They lean on others. They have needs. The difference is nobody ever made them feel like a problem for having them. You are not too much. You were just placed in spaces that were too small for you. The version of you that learned to shrink, that version was brave. That version kept you safe when you needed it most. But you don't have to live there anymore. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to have needs. You are allowed to be someone that people genuinely want to show up for. Not because you've made yourself useful, but simply because you exist. That is not a burden. That is being human. And the moment you start believing that, even just a little, your whole life starts to feel lighter. If this video spoke to something you've been quietly tarrying, share it with one person who needs to hear this today. And if you want more content that actually gets what you're going through, hit subscribe. We're just getting started. You are not a burden. You never were.